come in after stuff like that.
Sounds good. Yeah, sounds great. Sounds good.
welcome to West Sound TV presents high school basketball game number 2 in a doubleheader, and we are down at Olympic High School as the Trojans host the Sequim Wolves in a big game tonight here at Tracyton. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, Kitty Campagna on one microphone. Spencer Anderson is doing the camera and streaming it live on the internet thanks to the kidsapsun.com. And on my other side, happy to welcome back Mr. John Sitten. John, this is going to be a fun ball game. These were the two teams that were the co-champions of the Olympic League last year.
And Doc, you're absolutely right. And this year, they're both in position now to go to that same position, looking for that Olympic League crown. And this is a huge ball game here late as we enter toward this season.
Man, we are underway, and the Wolves in the purple get the tip-off. Well, Kitty, there's a bunch of teams at from second to fifth place, all with a great chance to get those last three positions in the Olympic League. Of course, Bremerton, undefeated, is probably going to go away with the championship this year.
Well, at least they're pretty much assured a position. The top four will go to districts. The number 3 and 4 seed will play a loser out. The number 1 and 2 seed play a double elimination portion. So you want to be 1 or 2. You don't want to play around with that loser out.
Well, I'm glad you know that, Kitty. Sounded like heavy math to me. Just underway here in period number 1. Of course, Olympic in the white home uniforms, and the first time these teams met up at Sequim, the Sequim Wolves came away with the victory, but it was hard fought.
Well, and Coach Huff said they shouldn't have lost that one. He doesn't think his team should have lost anything from what I can tell, but he said they have a lot more in their package right now. There were things that Sequim didn't see that they're doing now, and he is very excited because they're on a winning streak right now.
Hey, and jump ball is going to be called on that one. That was a pretty good move, John, by Kyle Sequim.
Absolutely. Good patience by Olympic. Sequim in their 2-3 zone, and just some deliberate ball movement and good movement by Olympic, and got the call.
They will maintain the possession out behind the three-point line. Caleb McGinnis hands it up to Kyle. Back to McGinnis, also out there, TJ Mosley, Sean Matheny, and Jameer Johnson. Uh-oh, time clock violation.
Yeah, once they call that jump ball, they don't reset the time clock. So I'm thinking Olympic may not have been aware of that. And they're nowhere near their bench on the first half.
The record straight, Jameer Johnson is not a relative of Demarius, even though they're both 6'5". The Twin Towers for Coach Huff. Unfortunately, Demarius not out there tonight.
Both teams missing a starter. Sequim Wolves missing Rory Kalapa. He got injured at the end of the last game.
And Sequim do a pretty good job there to keep that ball alive.
So I asked Coach Glasser, how are you replacing him? Well, number 32, George Johnson, has gotten the start this evening.
And George is the one that's been down low, keeping those balls alive for Sequim.
Again, ooh.
And down on the floor right now is Anthony Penza for the Wolves. Alex Berry, Eric Christensen, George Johnson out there. And Vance Willis, starters for the Wolves.
Number 10, Alex Berry, he'll be a fun one to watch tonight. He's scoring at almost 18 points a ball game. He pulls down 7 boards a ball game and 2 steals. He's very, very active, very important for Sequim Wolves. So we'll keep our eye on number 10 tonight for the Wolves.
Now, Penza is up, but the Olympic player is still down.
That's Jameer Johnson.
Jameer. Yeah, did they run into each other?
They did. It wasn't helmet to helmet. You might think there's a football game here tonight if you look around. They are pretty much Olympics colors, that blue and green.
Kitty, I like your point there. I was looking for a flag. I was. No, but seriously, I think lucky down there right now, and possibly the wind knocked out of him, because it was a real tough body-to-body collision there. And he's up. He looks pretty good right now. Much better.
Trainer Scott Peck looking all 5'8" beside Mr. Johnson.
Who do we have reffing tonight?
We have, I got him this time, Scott Evans. What a surprise, because I don't think we've done a game that he hasn't. James Morris and Rich Elkington.
Well, at the 5:40 mark at number 1, we've still got zeros up there on the scoreboard.
A big thank you to PA man Desi Akers.
Oh.
There you are. Eric Christensen with 2.
Nice job on the inbounds play. Christensen, a backside, great pass, and he finished well for the Wolves.
Uh-oh, apparently the scoreboard not working tonight.
Nobody's going to score. That could explain why we were seeing nothing.
Go.
Okay,
Hey.
so I'm official now.
You are
It's
official,
okay.
Kitty.
I'm sure I can do that.
And there the whistle blows, and it will stay with the Trojans.
Was going to go on George Wilson for the push-off on the rebound. Oh, we got the 2 up there now, Doc. They must have heard you.
Yeah, I think so too. They responded right away.
I'm always convinced they
Yeah.
hear me when I talk to the TV, so I am sure they're hearing us now.
Inside, some tough play.
Wow.
Nice board work that time by big old Darren Town. But Sequim managed to stop him.
Absolutely. Number 10 with a big rebound there on the defensive end for the Wolves.
Town in replacing Johnson while he gets his breath back.
Good
Hopefully
shot.
no more than that.
That steal originated by Michaela McInnes. His quick hands.
Really was. That was excellent job of defense. He got himself around. He had a good 10 extension around and deflected the ball. He positioned himself very well as the ball was moving for his defensive steal.
I loved the other night in college, they were talking about someone making steals, and it had nothing to do with his length or athleticism. It was just knowing where to be. And I think that described David Stockton to a T.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we saw that in game number 1, too, with the Bremerton High Lake Knights covering those passing lanes very effectively.
Oh, they did an excellent job. I think we're going to get a foul on Wilson.
Yeah.
4-12 here in number 1, and a low-scoring contest, 2-0.
So what exactly were the odds that halfway through the first quarter it would be only 1 basket scored? Las Vegas has to have something on that. They have it on everything else. So.
Well, it's getting to that time of year, though, where things get hard and tough, and it's those big guys down low that have a lot to say as we get closer and closer to postseason, John.
Yeah, they sure do. And in talking about tempo in the game, Sequim's 2-3 zone has really slowed things down here, period. Olympic comes down, it's very deliberate against it, but it's slowing the pace.
In town, count it, and Olympic on the board.
Nice bounce pass in 50 for Olympic. Good job with that right hand, short jump hook.
Anything other than a bounce pass would have been stolen. There was a man in purple who was coming that way.
A great read.
Ends up the head of the key. He'll get down to the wing. Willis drives the paint, and he'll get a trip to the free throw line for that one.
Good job by the Wolves. They're looking for that penetration after they're in their motion offense, and they're looking to penetrate. That was a real good job by number 12. He did a nice job of Willis on the penetration, and that's what they want to do, is try to penetrate that man defense with some good dribble drive penetration.
And you know, John, it seems to me this year there's almost more parity in the Olympic League than I've seen in a long time.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be a heck of a race in the Olympic League. It's going to go right down the wire. You've got almost the entire, except for 1 or 2 that they're in it. They're all in this thing. Looking at that district playoff burst like you guys were talking about, there's 4 of them available, and they all still have their minds set on it.
And Olympic working around this over to the corner man, TJ Mosley.
Yeah, baseline drive by number 20 for the Olympic Trojans. Good job, Mosley. Taking the baseline.
He's taken against Josh McConaughey. 6'8" is what he's listed at here. Josh trying to readjust his glasses right now.
3:09 here at number 1, and the score currently 4-2. And TJ's first shot is off. Now we saw Olympic earlier in the season, and they did a pretty good job of handling Kingston, the Buccaneers, and Mosley was one of the main guys in on that one.
Yeah, if you read paper consistently on who's doing things at Olympic, Mosley's always in there. Kenneth's also having a lot of things. They are thrilled to have Kyleson back, and just they play well a team. They take turns on who's going to score. Both the coach and the player are going to get the arm bar on that one.
Little help there suggesting that back to the official. Coach Huff did a nice job with that. Very good. Because I think the man defense is doing a nice job for Olympic. They're moving their feet very well. They're making it tough for Olympic to make any penetration.
And shot off, and Olympic hurriedly down the other direction. Jumper there by Mosley, and it's up.
Almost saved.
Yeah, I say though the Wolves will bring it down. 2:45 left to go here, number 1.
Keyshawn McGee into the game for Olympic, number 32. This is senior Anthony Pinza with the ball. You've been watching the purple exchange bodies quite often out there.
And jump shot off town, fighting for the rebound, and Olympic comes away with it. McKenna's pushing it, and shots off the iron, and the Wolves come away the other direction.
Coach Huff walking. Whoa, there's that what we thought from Alex Berry.
The three-pointer.
Alex shoots 44.9% from the point range. He's put up 78 of them, made 35.
And there.
Oh, nice job.
Jim with a layup for Sequim. And all of a sudden, under 2 minutes to go, and the Wolves with a 9-3 lead over the Trojans.
Christensen, nice job on that. Great steal by him. Good participation.
Caleb goes down into the corner. Setting back to Caleb McInnes. Keyshawn McGee out front now at the point.
11 seconds on the shot clock.
And they get Mosley. He'll elevate for the 3. Count it.
Nice job.
And we saw TJ do that in that game against Kingston. And Olympic did a great job moving that ball around to get him the shot.
That was very good. Like that pump fake too, to get Christensen off the floor, and he finished it.
You know, yeah, they called it this time because Christensen just kind of wrapped up his opponent quite nicely. Now, had the opponent been smart enough to put his face down there where the elbow was, they could have gotten the flagrant one.
Yeah.
1:06 left to go in the first period. The Trojans bringing it in.
Like Coach Huff re-emphasizing the point again to the official.
Now, John, when you coached, you never spoke to the referees, I'm sure.
Well, it was very...
Well, I think an essential part of coaching.
Absolutely.
I really do.
You have to address the issue, and it can be done different ways.
Town could not be that way.
But it must be addressed, yes.
Yes.
Uh-oh, on a line for the Wolves. So the Trojans with the take back. 36.6 seconds left in number 1.
Shot clock and game clock almost directly on each other.
Zach Olympic will work it around for the last shot here in the first period. There's Mosley again down that corner. He kicks it back out. Town will take it from the free throw line off the glass. Count that one.
The bank is open. Nice job. Good patience.
Oh, mercy.
There we go.
Finishes the first period for the Wolves and gives them a 3-point lead.
To the locker room. the way he hit, there might be concern of a concussion, and they don't play around with that nowadays.
No. Yep, that's exactly. He looked a little woozy even when he was sitting over there on the bench, so we certainly hope he's okay.
You know, this in the second quarter, I like that matchup. Mosley of Olympic on Pinza, that point guard for Sequim. That's going to be a fun one to watch here in the second half. That's in the second quarter. And also, let's keep an eye on Barry. That kid, he's a good-looking shooter there for Sequim, and we'll see how he does here in the second quarter. Alex Barry for the Sequim Wolves.
Vance Willis with it to start out for the Wolves. Number 3 is Francis, back out front to Rutherford. Coach Glasser's got a couple of other people to start out the second quarter here.
Interesting, Sequim has gone smaller, and they've gone into some real 5-man motion out there. They're going to see if they can't pick this up and get some penetration. So smaller, quicker players on the floor for the Wolves. Interesting.
7 on the shot clock. Oh, Pinza!
Oh, nice.
He fought for that one and got it.
He averages about 8 points per game, but I think this team has a variety of people who will be the high scorer.
And a great takeaway on that by Anthony. Good D by the Trojans that time.
Michael Laver bringing it down.
Nice job.
Yeah, things are starting to speed up a little bit now.
We sure, yep, absolutely. We've got different matchups now. Like I said, Sequim has gone small here, and this has really picked up the pace for both clubs.
Pinza's that long shot off, and the rebound goes to Keisha McGee.
Slowing it down, that's a surprise.
Into town, he's quickly double teamed, so he'll kick it back out. That shot's off, but a great rebound down low. Whoa! Kyle Sutton.
Great job by Sutton, I tell you. Nice job, one-handed grabbing that rebound. Great follow, great anticipation.
And the Sequim coach, Glasser will call this first time out here in the second period, 6-11, and Sequim up by 1, 13-12.
And you know, I rechecked my facts on every piece of paper I have, and it swears that Alex Berry is 6'4", but there's no way number 3 is 6'4". So they may have added a couple players together for that.
There you go.
Coach Glasser told me that he was going to come in and play for Rory Kalapa tonight since he was injured, because Coach Glasser looks young enough to play out there. But this is his 7th year. He and Coach Huff came in at the exact same time, and they have had some battles over the years.
That's great, isn't it?
They certainly have. As I said earlier, last year's co-champions in the Olympic League, both with 15-1 records. And so, yeah, this has become one of those big battles every year in the Olympic League.
It's a very good rivalry. You bet, Doc. You bet.
And look who's joined the fray with Bremerton, just playing incredibly this year. Coach Darren Bowden really having his kids working well.
And the big guy back in for the Wolves, McConaughey at 6'8".
Like what Sequim did that series, they came out after that timeout, and they went into a 1-4 offensive set. I like that motion that 1-4 creates for them. We'll see if it can become effective here.
Sequim with the inbound. Pinza looking for somebody, gets it over to the corner. He gets the rebound. Boy, he's been doing it all so far tonight for the Sequim Wolves.
Nice job. In and out game.
And that's going to be over the back, number 32, George Johnson.
And I've determined it's just my old age that number 3 is Jesse Francis, who's 5'6". So yeah, that was correct. I was just putting the wrong face and name to a number. Number 10, Alex Berry. So
there we go.
I know everyone thinks I'm perfect. We like to prove otherwise quite often.
Olympic down by 1, 13-12. Nice pass to the inside, won't go, but they're going to say it'll belong to Sequim. Touched on the out of bounds by Caleb McInnes.
Home team only trailing by 1 right now. Oh yeah, whole new defense for Olympic now. They aren't going to let Barry shoot at all.
Johnson making a nice move. The big guy inside grabs it for the Wolves. Keep it alive. Back to George, who puts it down for 2. And that one was to Josh McConaughey. That was a great board for him and a good pass to get it to Johnson.
Well, what I like on what Johnson did, both he and the Olympic player went on the floor. Rather than getting up and complaining that nothing was called, he kept playing and got his 2 points.
Michael Lover with 3.
There, that'll help against that zone, you bet.
That ties it up, 15-15. That's a stop and pop.
McInnes, I believe, is Velcroed to Barry. I'm not sure on defense. We should check. A little bit of a slowdown here from Mosley.
Tied at 15, about halfway through the second period. Triple team down low, and Sequim makes him pay.
Oh, nice job. He held that ball up in the air. Number 31 for the Wolves did a nice job. McConaughey.
And you think at 6'8", McConaughey would be starting all the time, which he is not. You can see it's still kind of a gangly 6'8", and I think they're seeing some improvement on him as the season goes on.
Yeah, he's only a junior.
Correct.
So he's got another year. Yeah, you know, you need to give the younger players a little bit of time to work themselves into the scheme.
Well, you have to work into your height as part of it. It just takes a while.
At this age, yeah, that's for sure.
Coach Glasser was really high on George Johnson. He said he's been playing really nicely for him. So for him to go into the starting role isn't a big deal. And you're seeing him do that drive to the basket and making things happen.
He's always in the right spot. He's very steady, and you can see it. He really understands the game out there on the floor. He's not out of position, and it makes himself very effective in his time when he's on the floor.
Referee's doing a nice job of mopping up out there.
And coming back in is Jameer Johnson. So that's good to see. He shook off the butterflies there.
And Darrett Town, he did a nice job in there for the Trojans.
He did. 1 point lead for the Wolves.
Johnson immediately calling for the ball.
Down on the baseline, count it.
That is a gorgeous shot.
It was, wasn't it? And he was feeling it. You could tell. I got it right in rhythm.
Now Johnson will be paired up against McConaughey.
Yeah. Oh, nice job. That was a really nice job of help there, and the rotation by the Trojans, excellent job, causing a turnover. Great help, D.
Now Johnson had to move out to get that driver, but he had backup.
He sure did. He got help from the weak side. That was a real good job of rotation.
And we talked about with the Bremerton girls, you have to have the trust that your other player will come and cover when you make those decisions to go out.
And Olympic up by 17-16, and 3 minutes left to go in the first half here at Olympic High School. The runner was off by McInnes.
Couple Trojans running it into each other going down court there.
Oh, coming around from the back door. That was Willis.
Hey, guys, could you move down just a bit so we can see?
Two more for the Trojans.
And they're up by 1 again, 19-18, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go.
Oh, nice job. Hey, there's 6'8" for you.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice job.
6'8", using the backboard. I love it.
I did too. Nice and soft.
Number 23 could not complete, but gets the rebound, Michael Lover, and gets it back for the Trojans.
That's a great hustle play.
2 minutes. They have a new shot clock inside to Johnson. Short hook is off, and Pinza comes away with it, pushing it quickly for the Wolves. Oh, nice job by Mosley, but a really nice job by Lover on the D for the Trojans. Oh, look out. Yeah, the guys in purple with the takeaway.
Willis did a wonderful job for the Wolves in that pick.
Trojans with it back, 2-1. Yeah, the Wolves get it back. He's getting a little bit frenetic right now out there.
Oh, hey, good hustle play out there on the floor. Little contact there on the sideline.
And we're going to have a timeout with 1:18 left to go. And it's a 1-point lead for Sequim, 2019. Well, we probably expected a tight game like this, but I kind of thought it would be a little higher scoring.
Oh, I like the matchups we're seeing on the floor out there. It's fun to watch Pinza and Willis, the two guards, work for Sequim. I think they're doing a really nice job. And Johnson is going to be a problem for Sequim in there.
For anybody,
inside.
yeah.
Absolutely. And you got to see him have a lot of touches here because they're not going to stop him.
Well, when I talked to Coach Glasser, he said, you know, people look at us walk out on the floor and they go, no problem. And he said, my guys play together well. They're all real smart. They know what they're doing. They're where they're supposed to be. And he really likes this setup and the group of kids he has.
Yeah.
And with a lot of them, they had experience. They've made that trip to Yakima last year.
Yep, that's right. They've been there.
You know,
they know what it takes.
We laughed when they chose not to play that play-in game to get the better seed because they had people who were sick, and it paid off.
Oh, it paid off big time. That was a great strategic move by Coach Glasser. Trojans will get the inbound here with 1:03 left to go in the half.
That foul going on Vance Willis, the sixth on the Wolves, 5 on the Trojans.
Oh, three-pointer.
Sweet.
Kyle Seton.
Oh, that was a sweet shot, wasn't it?
Sure
Excellent
was.
job.
Nothing but net.
Good elevation off the floor. Great touch.
About 9-second difference between shot clock.
Oh,
there's the takeaway. And a finger roll goes down for Eric. Or no, that was Mosley. TJ.
Mosley, great job with the hand, the passing lane, creates a steal.
Travel, so the D's forcing another turnover.
Nice job by Olympic, real aggressive. One pass away, they're in the passing lane, and Sequim's got to look before they start reversing the ball. Those Trojans are right out in there.
And shot clock off now, under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Olympic has it, and it looks like they'll work it around. Maybe try to hold for that last shot.
They tried that last time. They made that last shot, and then Sequim got it with enough time to put in a basket of their own.
McInnes drives the paint, and he'll get a trip to the free throw line.
Done well. Great penetration. McInnes goes to his left, gets in the paint. Good body contact. Goes to the line here with about 9 seconds left.
You know, for the most part, Olympic has done a very good job of showing a lot of patience out there.
Absolutely. They haven't got rushed because it's a good little zone. That's a good solid zone that Sequim has, and they've been very patient with it. They did a nice job.
Number one's down for McInnes.
You know, take that Mosley steal where he went the length of the court, and the crowd was waiting for the dunk because we know he can do it. And I think the maturity of the finger roll and putting her in on that particular one, let's make sure we get these points, was really, really smart.
8 seconds left to go. Sequim has it. And there's Barry with it. We haven't called his name much so far. Another takeaway. Oh, almost from half court for TJ. But at the end of 2 periods here at Olympic, the Trojans have come from behind to take a 25-20 lead.
Yeah, Olympic did a really nice job with about 3 minutes to go in this quarter. By the half, they've made good decisions. Kitty, you said this, offensively, good patient decisions. And then they picked up the defensive end of it to create more offensive opportunities. They did a real nice job with defensive pressure.
They're extremely athletic. I really like the team that goes out there for Olympic. And I've always loved a team that can create offense off their defense. And that they're doing some of that as well.
Well, fun first half. I know you'll want to stay tuned for that second half. We've got Spencer Anderson on the camera for you tonight. Also streaming it live worldwide on the www Thanks to the KidsAppSun.com. Kitty Campagna on one microphone. Very happy to have John sitting with us, straight from the islands, just like Al Michaels.
I should have called. This has been streaming. I could call back to the islands. There we go.
Sam, aloha.
Aloha. Aloha.
All righty, and I'm the doctor, Doc Power. We'll have that second half for you shortly.
That was a good little half. Actually, I like that. That was a good little half of basketball.
Well done by both sides.
My eyeballs going up and down the floor. It's kind of tough. You guys have been doing.
How many white teams?
Yeah. You get to see had a few different ball games.
We haven't done any Bremerton. We're doing it Monday, we're doing it Tuesdays, and Mason, just because that's the only one we can get in. You're more than welcome.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the two Friday night games that we won, which are Olympic and Sequim, North Kids and Olympic, Ryan's doing them. Got video students, so no reason for us to do them, but we had to get Bremerton, so it was either Port Townsend or Mason.
Oh, yeah.
That's disappointing.
They're good at that.
But we're going to get them, so we're going to do them. And hopefully February 1, Saturday afternoon, we're going to do SK boys at CK on that makeup that they didn't do. So we got that one. We've been trying to kind of do it week by week because the Sun kind of wants us to do the best or the most critical or something like that.
Right.
So it's a little harder for us though because you never know, what one you're going to do until a week ahead, then try to get a hold of people.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm curious to see the CK girls because I haven't seen them this year.
We saw them twice. Number one game, in fact, was CK girls BI, and they did a very nice job there.
How's Maddie White doing? Doing pretty good.
She's doing pretty good.
Good.
But she's come back from her knee.
Yeah, good. We missed her in softball last year.
They pretty much got killed by the Sun. So they were missing Sam.
That's what we're saying.
It was some sort of suspension.
Yeah, I was looking.
Maddie was suspended.
Something happened.
So that means now they're trying to do tonight.
I see.
But Sam didn't look bad.
Long time.
Whatever happened. South girls looked okay.
Yeah.
And for some strange reason, I was talking to Landon now.
Oh, yeah.
And at the Bremerton game, and I'm going, and you won't believe this on the board side of the stadium. And he's just going, what? You're kidding me?
Yeah.
And I go, no, finally, since Bellarmine Prep's not there. Somebody else gets a chance.
Good.
But
Wow.
the Prep girls are still out there.
Yeah, what they are.
It's still on our players. It's okay. I think the way things look, it's going to, definitely Bremerton's got a great opportunity. I think SK has a pretty decent opportunity to go in ways, the boys. And on the girls' side, I'm afraid to be disappointed again for the third year in a row by the CK.
Yeah, right.
And they don't have one of my all-time favorite girl players.
I know. Should have worked.
Definitely worked. Blue collar person right down there doing what needed to be done. So we'll see how they should still be good. But right now, I think what are they at? 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think so. 3 or 4.
I got it somewhere. Yeah. So last 2 years, I think they one of the teams making it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kingston is, as they say, rebuilding the season.
Now they've had some teams, that's for sure. God,
The boys.
I know. Yeah, what the heck? That's what Larry said. I think the need, maybe one more year, I think. I don't know if there's going to be more. We should talk about it. Maybe one. This could be a
She's I think the longest coaching.
I think so. I think she's around 19 or 20 years. Yeah.
Did you see that story the Sun had in
whistle. Bob talks to the umpire. Holy crap. It was always iffy if we were going to make it past the second or third inning. Bob, go down. Go down.
And we had the North Sit-Back Pitch and Girls game last week. And at one point, I think at the end of the regulation, Tim French tried to do the old Messi thing. But he didn't have a football, so he just had threw a couple of papers down. And all of a sudden, he realized what he did and Joe. That's when he was over there. Joe looked at it and I went to OC. Joe's great.
Yes, he did.
And that's great to see Coach.
Yeah.
And actually, they're another team that definitely should think about.
Yeah. You know, I'm still thinking, I still am in the reality of this when everybody was like 4A and 3A. All the schools were so big. And now, God, it's really different.
And I don't know that, well, I think it's just population.
It is.
Our population's increasing, but older. We don't have high school.
Exactly.
Elementary school like we have.
Exactly. No.
So what are we doing next week?
Halftime score from Sequim. The Olympic Lady Trojans lead the Lady Wolves 24-20.
North Mason at Bremerton's boys. That's a Tuesday game. So if you want to come on down for that one.
Oh, Tuesday?
That'll give you a chance to see Bremerton boys.
Okay.
And even though North Mason's not doing that, they got that one kid who's a pretty good player,
Yeah.
Burger off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That the Sun is having to pay to be a central consent district. Yep. We had a quite interesting conversation
What
with
in the-
Serbinsky early on.
Give me a break. You know,
And it's
doing
not,
a service.
It's not us who are charging, it's the Sun for doing the line.
We're recording.
Welcome back to the Olympic High School, and West Sound TV presents high school basketball. It's game number 2 in our doubleheader. I'm the doctor, Doc Power, Spencer Anderson on the camera and the computer streaming it on the KidsHaveSun.com site. Kitty Campagna on one microphone and John sitting on the other. And as we get ready to begin this third period, we've got a 5-point game. The Trojans leading the Sequim Wolves 25-20. And the Trojans in white get the ball to start this third period. Uh-oh, travel there.
Well, this is very important for the Sequim Wolves to get to a good start. And they've got to get Barry the ball, and he's got to get open if they're going to get into this thing and really be significant here. Barry's got to get active for the Sequim Wolves.
There are 3 Wolves, Pinza, Willis, and Christensen, who all have 4 points. And so they've shared the scoring, but they are really used to Barry doing the big load.
Down low, nice block by the Trojans.
Johnson for the Trojans, great block. Number 30, Christensen, 6'6", got rejected on that one. And I think Christensen also has to be a real factor for Sequim Wolves if they're going to be in this thing too. It's easier to get in the backboard and be a scoring influence inside.
Yeah, he typically gets about 7 rebounds. There's Barry.
And there he is. Alex Barry with the 3.
And immediately Barry becomes the high scorer for the Wolves with 6.
On, but 2 shots tonight.
Exactly.
There we go.
I think that's all he shot.
Yeah, I think so too, actually.
And
There
the
we go.
Sequim and the purple.
Well, you had to watch the screening that happened to make him get open.
McGinnis will drive the paint, and the reverse goes down.
That's a great shot. Good job. And for Olympic, it's that defensive pressure, and let's pick the tempo up, and that'll be their emphasis here in this third quarter.
Well, and I think that was McCaleb's answer to the nasty screen they put on him at the other end.
And the inbound will go to Sequim.
They got a foul on Mosley. That's his second.
Ooh, wide open shot and not able to convert. That was Christensen. Sequim gets it back though. That one off, and finally a nice strong board that time by Sequim.
Sequim very used to having prolific three-point shooters. Brocklesby here last year, now doing his magic for Olympic College.
Yep.
I think Olympic wasn't moving like they were supposed to be because Coach Huff was bouncing off that floor.
10 seconds on the shot clock. McGinnis, 4-3.
Good ball movement. Good ball movement with right side, left side.
I was starting to worry McGinnis only had a point in the first half, and you know he can put more points up than that.
7-point lead now for the Trojans, 30-23. Jumpers up, good board by the Trojans, pushing it quickly. And even though Michael Lawver did not make the basket, he'll get a shot at 2 from the free throw line.
You know, he did a nice job. Michael, for the Trojans, number 23, got his body in there on contact on that. And exactly, that's what Christensen, big number 30, should be doing for Sequim down here. He's fading away on his inside shots, and he's missing, but he's not having any opportunity to draw a foul. If he took a lesson here from number 23, he'd be doing a lot better.
Well, and that fadeaway had a little bit to do with Johnson being there and some body, yeah. But Lawver not afraid to go down the middle, that's for sure.
But Kenny, you made a good point. You know, that's one thing that Sequim could do with Johnson on the floor is to do there and see if they can't draw fouls. Get in there and do that, and some pump fakes, and see if they can't get them off the floor and have the official make a call.
Yeah, there's some numbers for the Wolves. Johnson to McConaughey.
Done well in transition by Sequim.
Great decision by Wilson because he didn't have his feet under him, and so he got it to the open man. Or Johnson. I'm not sure if I called him Wilson or Johnson, but.
Yeah, McConaughey pulls the board down. 32-25 lead for Sequim. 7 points. There he is. That's Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, he traveled, took an extra step, but no fear.
No, and that was the right idea.
Yeah.
You know, he did.
He had enough of the lane to make the move.
Barry discussing some things with the referees.
Oh, and the Trojans are going to lose it out of bounds. Barry brings it in to Penza, who will bring it across that mid-court line.
First time these guys met, Wolves won 57-50, so the little bit low scoring isn't entirely surprising.
And shots up, and a good rebound by Barry, and they're going to say push, and 2 shots for Alex Barry.
Good effort by number 10. And once again, the activity of Alex Barry is going to be very significant for Sequim.
And again, you guys both talked about it, getting them down low, and then working and let the officials send you up to the free throw line.
Absolutely.
Well, and he's one of the team leaders with 36 free throw attempts and makes about 70% of them, so you want him up on that line.
You can sure tell by his technique at the foul line. You want him to be able to have those opportunities to score a lot of points from the foul line.
There it is. 2 for Alex Barry, and it's now a 5-point game, 32-27. Jameer comes out as the high post, and he'll work his way back down low. McGinnis with another 3. McCaleb warming up.
McCaleb with 9 now.
He likes that spot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I looked at that and thought, well, that may not be the shot coach wants until I saw it go in.
Oh,
Good shot that time by McConaughey.
did a nice job, number 31 for Sequim. Very good.
And for a 6'8" guy, that was pretty good movement.
Yeah, I think so too. Like you said earlier, good experience for that young man out there on the floor.
35-29. It's a 6-point lead for the Trojans. We've got just about 4 minutes left to go in number 3.
The Trojans are doing a nice job offensively. I think they're spreading the wealth out now with McGinnis there being very active and scoring, and Johnson doing his job. And I think they're getting good ball movement against that Sequim zone now. It's giving them some good outside shots and some good inside opportunities.
So if I told you that Johnson actually only has 2, I would not have believed it until I looked at my scores, but just his presence is so very important out there.
Well, he sure changes shots on the defensive end for Sequim.
Senior Lover getting a lot of playing time right now.
Yeah, ball loose, and the Wolves come away with it.
Jesse Francis with the steal.
Oh, nice pass.
Yeah.
Beautiful job.
Give the assist to Penza. Alex Berry.
That was a great play, wasn't it?
Alex Berry has his wake-up call.
Absolutely.
Well,
Great play.
Pins is one of the people who is fouled most, so obviously he does like that drive. And for him to then drive and dish is going to be very effective.
Ball loose, and Trojans maintain it. Hit iron, so they've got a new shot clock. Oh, the jumper in and out, and who's got it? Oh, pick up off the floor. Olympic. Oh, they're going to say that Olympics, Michaela McGinnis was on the base, on the out-of-bounds line.
A lot of opportunities, but nothing can get finished there. But it's good work. They're hustling it. I like what Sequim's doing down here now with Pinza. He's getting a nice perimeter screen, giving him an opportunity to get into the paint and penetrate, where he can really dish and make some interior plays and get it to the big guys.
Well, Darren Towns is going to come back into the game for the Trojans, and George Johnson back in for Sequim.
As is Christensen.
Nice good set against the pressure here. Olympic full floor, their man.
Penza sends it down low. Turnaround shots up, but there he is.
Again,
George Johnson. Even though he didn't make it, he'll get a trip to the free throw line, but he was in the right spot.
Well-designed play. Christensen from the high post on their 1-4 set goes to the low block to get him the ball down low, and then it all opens up. And we've talked about number 32, George Johnson in the right spot, weak side, makes a play.
Not able to get the roll on that particular one, though.
George, one of the seniors for the Wolves. Count it. It's a 3-point game. 35-32. Trojans still up, but the Wolves are certainly playing a pretty good game this third period. And another takeaway by Sequim.
Smart job by Christensen knowing, no, I'm not a guard.
That was a nice move by the Sequim Wolves.
There's Barry on a weak side. Oh!
He is long and lanky. No wonder why he has about 8 rebounds a game.
I think Matheny came close to tipping that from the back, too. McGinnis to Matheny. Inside the Town. Okay. We'll take that trip to the free throw line.
That's going to be his second, maybe third foul.
That's significant.
How about his fourth?
4.
Ooh, that's even more painful.
Eric Christensen.
Yeah. Because he was just becoming a real factor here in his offensive end down here, down low. And that was a big foul.
And Darren Town was not about to give up despite the double team on him.
Well, and that is just a smart move. You drive on, you bring it against the guy with all the fouls. You see what you can do.
Yep.
And Christensen is going to have to go out along with Barry, which is kind of surprising. McConaughey comes back in for the Wolves.
I think coach has looked at the clock for Sequim, and he's going to have 2 minutes to go. He's going to give him a breather. Barry especially there, and then the fourth foul on Christensen is significant.
Tam puts
Nice.
the free throw through. 37-32 lead for our Olympic.
Town with 6 points on the evening.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Is that the pat in the butt?
I guess it was possibly after he had the arm wrapped around him, but you know, it's the one you see.
That was good full floor pressure and good trapping by the Olympic Trojans on that series.
Sequim will get it back, bringing it inbounds. McCannahy sets the screen and then does the roll.
Yep.
Trojans did
Nice
a good
pick.
job on D, though, and force a turnover.
Look how calm McInnes is once he gets it. It's like, okay, let's set this up, guys. Here we go.
Kind of the whole Olympic team, and it's kind of, we're not necessarily used to seeing that from the Trojans.
Look at that.
Town can't get the putback. It's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And possession arrow goes to Sequim. 1:16 left to go in the third.
Nice effort out there on the floor. Good point. Olympics just really made good decisions tonight. I think in all aspects. When they had to go transition, they've done it really well, and they see that 2-3 zone. They set up, take their time, and work it and get good percentage shots every time down the floor this evening. Good patience, good decision making.
The Wolves with the inbound.
Just 5 points separating these two teams. I think 5 points can be made up in a very short period.
Good, Johnson showed the shot, but sends it back out.
Oop.
Again, there is Velcro attaching those two.
Jump shot from the free throw line off the front of the iron. Ball's on the floor, though. Sequim comes away with it. And they're going to blow a whistle finally. I think they'll tag Mosley with that one.
Sequim hustled that one. That's a hustle play out there. That was some good
was.
defense by the Olympic Trojans. And you're absolutely right. I think McGinnis did a nice job in that man on Barry, making it tough.
Now you can see what they want to do, but the Trojans are doing a good job keeping him from getting it to that guy.
Yeah, it's a coach for Sequim over there is telling Barry, he says he wants him to get down that triple threat when he gets the ball. And he wants him to really get in that triple threat and go left, go right, get some good fakes and see if he can't get a penetration on McGinnis, get by him, get the shoulder. McGinnis is making it tough.
Vance Willis, 3 of 3 from the line tonight. He's got 5 points. Make that 4-4.
Sequim within 3, 37-34. 40 seconds to go in the third. Jump shot from outside's off, and McConaughey with the rebound.
And we'll see if Barry touches the ball on this series about 21 seconds here.
Shot clock off. McConaughey out to Johnson, excuse me. Ball knocked loose, but George grabs it again, throws it up, and Sequim's got another board.
Oh.
I don't know how Barry came away with that, surrounded by 4 Trojans. And that's the end of the third period, and that was quite the period. Olympic 37 and Sequim 34. This one looks like it's going right down to that final buzzer.
You know, I think both these teams have shown good discipline tonight and good decision making. And I'm watching the coaches. I thought Coach Glazier did a nice job there. And there was about 3 or 4 fouls there under the basket. And he didn't lose sight. And he said, you know what, we got the fourth quarter coming up. He kept his composure. And he said, guys over, we're ready to go. And I like that. And Coach Huff has done the same thing. And I think it shows in their players that they've just stayed really focused. They've stayed in their game plans, both these squads. It's going to come down to the wire.
I think so. It's been some pretty well played ball, as it should be. We're down to the last third of the season, regular season here.
Well, and it's one of those games where they were letting them play on both ends. You're not seeing a ton of fouls called either way. There's 6 on Olympic for this half, 2 on Sequim. And unfortunately, I think both of those were on Christensen, so that's the only guy really in foul trouble. But it's preparing them for the big tournaments because they play so physical once you go outside of the Olympic League.
Well, this fourth quarter is big, and I think Christensen's got to come big here. He's got 4 fouls, but he's got to be a significant player for the Wolves here in this one. And I think McGinnis has done a nice job in the third quarter. Hey, a little more out of Johnson, and boy, then Olympic's going to be the one here to maybe pull this one out. So we'll see. This is a toss-up.
Alex, and starting now, we've got Barry down low for down at the forward spot for them. McConaughey in the middle, and Johnson out there. Jumper from Olympics, Kyle Seton. And Seton seems to come in just at the time you need that.
It's a good-looking shot, too, and he does. Boy, he elevates so well, full extension.
He's got a couple 2s and a 3 tonight. Yeah. One of those 2s being pretty darn long.
He's had a very good game.
Not as long as that, though.
He's got the award tonight for the long one.
About 22 out there. Oh, my word.
And Sequim's within 2, 3, 39-36. Oh, they put the 37. I thought it was a 3.
It was the most obvious 3 we've ever had, as far as I could tell.
Oh, good job by Jameer.
Nice job, anticipatory on that weak side there. He controlled the weak side board. Nice discipline on Johnson's part.
You know, I love it when they get a board and go right back up. Don't need to do anything else.
Not bringing the ball down either. Yeah.
Oh, good tip from behind by Lover, and he's going to get it on the fast break. Oh, good job.
Great release.
Michael with 9 points, just quietly scoring out there when we aren't even expecting.
Turn around by Barry, off the glass, but Johnson, or no, that was McConaughey. His shot off, but he gets it back out to Pinza. His shot's off, and here's Lover again.
Great job from Willis behind to stop the break.
I was waiting for a whistle sometime there.
I was too. You know, that was a lot of obstacles in the way there, but they finally got it into the paint. Oh, my word.
Yeah, Kyle Seton will go up to the free throw line.
I couldn't have even told you who shot it at that point. It was just limbs and arms. And
bodies everywhere.
Kitty, you said it right. Kudos, number 23, Michael Lover. He's done a really good job tonight for the Trojans. Along with Kyle at the foul line, he has done a great job too. He's been very significant for the Trojans tonight.
6:13 left to go in the game. And Seton with that smooth shot. Nothing but net.
Olympic has only missed 2 free throws tonight. As a coach, you've got to love that.
Pins out at the point for Sequim. Lover's guarding him. Ball knocked loose, but Sequim comes away with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and the Trojans with the takeaway. And Lover's he knows no other speed.
Nope.
They're going to call a foul on that one. Yeah, well,
actually, I think he got his timeout.
I think so, too.
Okay.
Resting on the floor right there.
Okay. At the 5:37 mark, the Trojans up over the Sequim Wolves 45-37, and no lack of hustle by either side tonight.
And Kitty, I like your stat on that. The foul line production from Olympic significant in this. This is making a difference in the ball game. And Trojans made a nice job in defense, creating an extra opportunity, and then they're cashing in at the foul line, doing a real good job.
Sequim doing the same. I have them 9 of 10. Yep. So these guys, I believe that last half hour of practice is straight free throw shooting.
And the award-winning Olympic high school drill team out there, or
cheerleading
cheer
squad.
Staff, not drill team, cheer staff, cheer squad. And that's why they keep winning those awards. They do that. Hard
That's right.
routines.
Well, those girls on top are known as flyers. And if you've ever read the stats, the most concussions do not occur in football or basketball or soccer. It is in
You're
cheerleading.
looking at it right here. Absolutely. Yep. Kitty's right.
Brave young women and men.
5:37 left to go in the great ball game tonight down at the Olympic High School Gymnasium. There's still, I think, 2.5 weeks left to go in the regular season.
The districts start the week of like February 17th, and as we said, the top 4 from Olympic League go. There are no sub-districts for them. That's Sea Mountain SPSL. That'll have some games prior to that.
But if there's a tie,
then there might be some
have to
games.
have a playoff.
Yeah, there we
Sounds
go.
like something to stream, doesn't it?
Sequim will get the inbound. Pinza with it.
Francis with the shot.
It's up, and Johnson comes away with it over to McInnes. Lover, and now here's that patience.
Nice job. Yep,
They're just going to work it around. Inside to
there he is. That's it.
And Christensen is gone.
Man, that didn't take long. Did a nice setup. Nice job. See, that's good decision making. Excellent. Good execution by the players on the floor.
And really, Christensen, what he didn't, he moved. He was not able to stay vertical, as Dave Ziesmer will tell us. That principle of verticality.
Absolutely. That's your zone. You get in there and you establish that. That is yours. But no, he hasn't done that tonight, and that's why he's been in foul trouble.
Some of us have a little less verticality than others, and
but
they need his, that's for sure.
Well, coming in to replace him will be junior Josh McConaughey.
Who has a lot of verticality.
Just starting out with on the floor.
On that 6'8", yeah.
It wasn't that good job, and it all started out because Michael Lover, he set them up right away. He said we're reversed. He made the signal to McGinnis, got the ball to McGinnis over here. Then they came down and went right on the blocks. They reversed the ball, and it was all set up. They did a really nice job of following coach's instructions, and they drew that foul on Christensen and got him out of there.
Number 1 down for Shane Matheny.
He's just been a really good part of this game.
Number 2 counts. It's now a 10-point lead. That's the biggest one of the night. And the Olympic High Trojans have it, 47-37.
10 of 12 from the line for Olympic.
DJ Mosley almost had the takeaway.
I watched Mosley from early on in Pee-wees, and his growth has been really nice.
That was a really nice job by Sequim. And here they are again. Lover out front, just waiting for people to move around. Got plenty of time on the shot clock.
Weak side open.
Oh, good block by the Wolves, but the Trojans get it. Johnson down low. Shot will go, and that one's going to be pulled down by Barry.
Again, everything set up well. Just didn't go away a base shot, but done. Good efforts.
4:24 left to go in the game.
Almost picked up that pivot foot. Really dangerous when you stop your dribble like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, foul is going to be called.
They did. They on Mosley.
And will put Sequim into bonus.
It's fun to watch those two go at each other, yeah. Pinza, guard for the Wolves, and Mosley. Both of them are taking it personal. They've challenged each other out there.
Pinza's had 53 free throw attempts this year, and 71.7%. So that is something he is used to having happen.
Yeah.
And TJ Mosley is going to go out with 4 fouls. And his first one's good, so he'll get the second.
free throw there for the Wolves. Yep.
They got him. It's a 6-point lead, 47-41 for Olympic. McGinnis sends it back out front to Laver.
It cut into that 10-point lead. It's only 6 now.
Matheny out high. And again, they're willing to work it around. 17, plenty of time on the shot clock. They'll maintain the possession. 13, still plenty of time on that shot clock for the Trojans. Into Johnson. McGinnis.
Remember, there's only 10 seconds left on that clock now.
5 now, so McCaleb sees it. Oh!
Oh, and they say it's going to stay with Olympic with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
That could be tough. That's a catch and shoot.
See what they say. There it is.
And it's Laver will take the shot. And no iron, so a shot clock violation and turnover to the Sequim Wolves. 3:37 left to go.
Looks like Olympic's going to make them have to take time as well with the full court press. Just enough to slow them down.
We've seen that a little more, I think, this year too than we have quite often in the past. Teams playing at least 3/4 court.
Yep, exactly.
And Trojans with the takeaway. Johnson's got it. Over to Laver, back. They wanted to go back inside, but Sequim saves it.
Pins a great play, knocked that ball away.
Kudos to the senior listed at 5'10" on the 6'5" Johnson.
Pins his turnaround, no good. McConaughey kept it alive long enough for Alec Rutherford to put the 2 down. We've got a 4-point game, 47-43.
Boy, great effort by Sequim on that.
Uh-oh! I know where Laver wanted to go.
I did too.
I think
make it.
No.
McConaughey was so surprised he almost didn't catch it.
And Sequim will have a turnover. So Olympic got away with that one.
Yeah, Pins is going, I probably should have taken it to the hole rather than making the pass. He made a great job of making penetration. Probably just should have taken it to the rim.
2:30 left to go in regulation. Got to say that now after last week's game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's talk double overtime. Yes, exactly. But I was really good at that particular level because I was a nice person. So.
There you go.
And we did teach them fundamentals, but it's so much fun to watch all the different things and how much they're able to execute at this stage.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, that level is extremely important because that's where the young men and women, that's where they're going to love the game or not love the game is because of their coaches. And that's the most important time for their athletic careers is right then.
Matheny's shot is off. Oh, man. Barry fought for the rebound, and they're going to say off the Trojans.
Oh, now we'll switch.
Nope.
Here we go.
Change of direction.
Do we have the instant replay on this now? Like Major League
I
Baseball
believe
now,
it's the back of this young man's
there it
head
is.
is
Okay.
what we have, yes.
Okay.
So the Trojans have it. They'll work that clock around inside.
That's
Count
beautiful.
it. That was a nice shot, and it's Kyle Sequim.
I have him with 11 points, so he's in double digits.
Just like he seems to score at those important times.
Absolutely.
I remember really liking the way he played last year.
I can understand why, Kitty. He does a really good job.
And Sequim will get it back.
Oh, look at that.
Dish inside to
Oh.
McConaughey. He gets the layup. 4-point game, 49-45.
Oh, look at that steal.
Oh, my goodness.
Now he's been hit in the face.
And that's Alex Berry, who got an inadvertent elbow there, but he is down.
Was that a series right there? First, Pinza makes a great play, and then Barry makes the steal, finishes that, and we're down to a 2-point ball game.
And Olympic just did not take care of the leather
Wow.
on that last one.
Just a real heads-up play by the Wolves here.
Sure was. 49-47, a minute 26 on the clock.
Well, and I think we're watching McConaughey grow up tonight. He's got, I got him with 8 points. And like that last basket, use the backboard, take your time, get the shot down, and just because you're tall doesn't mean you can do all that.
Inside to Johnson, and he works his way off the glass for 2.
And just as on the opposite end, Jameer making that really nice play, using his body, getting space, and using the backboard.
Baseliner off, but Sequim with the board. Alex Berry. It's back to a 2-point game. Timeout, 53 seconds left to go. The Trojans up 51-49. This is going to go down to that last buzzer.
Weren't those good decisions? Olympic comes down, then they go into Johnson on the low block. High percentage, did a nice job. They were thinking where the ball should go. They scored, they come down here. Same thing by Sequim. They get the ball to the right people and the right spacing. That's been a real good ball game tonight.
They're currently 2-3 in the boys' side of the Olympic League. 1 game difference in the loss column.
Well, here's what's funny. The Sequim team lost to Kingston earlier on this year, and the Olympic team lost to Port Angeles. Then on their game against them after that, they made sure they knew that they shouldn't have lost. They beat them 81-59 in their last game. All these guys getting their systems working out better. And they're doing this without some of their starters, guys stepping up, making the plays. It has been a ton of fun to watch.
I think so too. I think it's been a very intelligent game. Well played by both clubs. We're seeing players out there make good decisions, and they're following coach's instructions very well tonight.
And look at Barry step up. 3 points at halftime. He's at 14 now.
.1 seconds left to go in the 4th period. Olympic will get the inbound.
No need to foul yet. There is the shot clock, which I love.
McGinnis will dribble it around. Gets it to Matheny. Uh-oh, ball is loose, but luckily T.J. Mosley grabs it. And
timeout.
Timeout by Coach Heff. I don't think he likes seeing that ball out there by itself.
No.
Without a Trojan? Yeah. Definitely not.
37.2 seconds left in the game. 51-49 lead for the Trojans, and Olympic will have the inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Now who are they going to go to here? What do you think?
I don't know on this one.
I'm thinking Johnson.
Okay, I'm going for Seton.
Okay.
We'll just Seton's going to go net.
Good choice.
Yep,
good choice. There you go.
My big question is, how much of that 20-second shot clock do you use up? Is the coach saying take it down to 5?
Well, usually you'll probably get down to about 12, and then start running your patterns, and then you want to get the ball in the hands of that player probably about 5, 4, because if you miss a shot, they're not going to go in transition and have an opportunity to draw a foul or score. So you have to drain it down and probably use that as a scenario.
They will have about 17 seconds if they take the shot clock all the way down to 0. So plenty of time left for either side.
Well, and they know that they need to score. It isn't just use time on this particular one. McKinnis coming away with a buzzer beater the other night, so we know he knows what it's like to win that way, and they don't want it done against him.
Seton brings it
let's
in.
See here we go.
Mosley. Over to McKinnis. They're using the clock. 14, 13.
Here we go.
There's 11. And
there we go.
Matheny, drive on the baseline for Mosley. Shot's off, but there he is. Johnson's shot is off. 18 seconds, and Sequim comes away with it, the big guy.
Is coach going to go, you want a timeout, or is he going to have he's going to play it out?
Running.
He's playing it out.
Pinza ties it up.
This is why coach let him go. He knew his senior guard knew what to do.
Pinza taking it in, putting it through to tie the game at 51-51, 5.8 seconds left.
That's really a great point, Kitty, because when Sequim hit mid-court, I was watching Coach Glasser over there, and he goes, nope, we're going to keep this thing going. There's no timeouts. Then they went right. He took it to the rim. Oh, it was great. That was fun to watch.
Oh, boy.
Plus, you love that they did it that quickly. I realize that gives Olympic a little bit of time, but in case you miss, you have that opportunity to foul or to put another one up. We are tied up again. Doc, you ran camera on that last one, and so You know what those double overtimes are like, but this one's worthy of an overtime, no doubt about it.
I like what you said, Kitty, about Coach Glasser over there. His analysis was our best opportunity is not a timeout. We've got the rhythm, we've got the ball moving. Our best opportunity to score with who he has on the floor is right now. We go. Yeah, that was fun to watch.
Okay, here we go. 5.8 seconds on the clock, and everybody's standing up here at the Olympic High School Gymnasium. And now some full court pressure by the Wolves. It'll be Seton inbounding. He'll get it into Mosley. Mosley crosses half court. Oh, they're going to call a foul. No. 2.1 seconds, but Sequim has a couple fouls to give.
They had a foul to give or two. You're right, Doc.
They only have 14 fouls, so stop them before anybody gets that shot.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
2 seconds and timeout. Coach Huff, I believe, called that one. 51-51. This time at least they won't have to go the length of the court. No. They'll get it in on this side of the court.
So I'm watching over there one of the assistants for Coach Huff, Terrence Mosley. You might recognize the last name. He's looking a little on the nervous side as his son was bringing it up, but they also have Nate Suggs, Jerry Hurd, who I believe has been here since the opening of this school, and John O'Connor as the other assistant.
Very good.
Oh boy, this has been a fun game, and this is why people need to come on out and watch them live.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't. We like to bring it to the community, but there's no way you can get this excitement in the gym without being here.
This is one of the great opportunities now that we can now all watch together to see what kind of a play is going to be set up at half court with 2.1 on the clock, to see what they're going to create. That's always fun to see what they're going to come up with, because with actually if you get there at 3 seconds, 2.5, you've got a lot of time here actually to get a pretty good motion going, and you can get a touch and a throw, and you get an opportunity to score. We'll see what kind of patterns here will take place with Olympic here.
On Monday, McInnes hit a buzzer beater to beat North Kitsap 66-65. Let's see if it goes in his hands.
Seton looking to bring it in, gets it to Mosley. Mosley's turnaround shot is off, and we are going to the OT once again.
Not the OC, the OT.
The OT, that would be overtime. 4 minutes more at least, as these two teams are tied 51-51. Oh boy.
I was wondering if the ball was going to go over to the corner to Johnson, because he was by himself and the Sequim player kept creeping toward the ball side here. I go, oh man, they didn't see him.
And you know, to me, the most dangerous guy is the guy that inbound. Seton, we know he can shoot it. You know, maybe they should have got back to him. I think he had room for a jumper.
And you'll see teams do that, absolutely, because they'll forget about the inbounder.
Yep.
That's right. We can step in and got a good, clean shot.
Well, that was fun. Now we got another 4 minutes of extra time here as we are tied at 51-51.
Huge kudos to Sequim. They were down 10 points at one point, and they just chipped and chipped and chipped, and the senior leadership that was out there. One of the guys who had a big rebound was Josh McConaughey. We're watching him just truly grow up right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, absolutely right. Number 31, he has just done a really good job, because when Christensen found out of the ballgame, number 30 for Sequim, I thought that was going to be an extremely significant factor. He's picked up that pace. And also I think Pinza has really picked it up too. His penetration and his ball movement and his getting the ball to the guys in the right spot has been excellent. And Barry has done a nice job on the weak side boards, making those shots and being a rebounder and scorer.
Yeah, we're used to him scoring 3 points is what I think we're looking for, but how many has he had on the putback?
And that putback on the weak side, you bet.
Well, here we go. We're ready to go to overtime at Olympic High School, and it will be McConaughey and Johnson jumping it up at center court.
So there are some great advantages of being on the student side over here in that we can see the benches, but we're warning you, you might get some heads. They're standing here.
Olympic comes away with the tip. McInnes going down into that deep corner to Mosley. There's Matheny. Inside to Seton. Oh, in and out, and Sequim. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Johnson on the rebound.
Kyle Seton, he did a nice job once again. That's been bread and butter coming from the weak side, flashing that medium post. That one almost went down.
And that
Here we
will
go.
send Alex Berry up to the free throw line for the Wolves. The Sequim Wolves are in the bonus, so he'll have the 1 and 1. Oh, it won't go down. Oh, no. Did that go off a white person
I would have
in
given
white?
that to Seton, I'm sure, but I believe it eventually goes to
It's
McConaughey.
going to go to McConaughey.
Gonna have to go to the closest Sequim Wolf, but boy, that one was,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, they got taken out on that one, that's for sure.
Sequim's got the board, and they are up by 2, 53-51.
It's been a while since Sequim has had a lead. It's significant.
Penza over to Johnson. Johnson's long outside shot is off, but look at the rebound and the put through. Alex Berry puts Sequim up by 4.
That's basically been an assist play here in the second half. That missed
Yeah.
shot for Berry. He's been in the right spot, controlled that weak side board for Sequim. Ooh.
Matheny with it. Over to McGinnis. Mosley goes into Johnson.
Wow.
And the ball goes off of Jameer, and the Wolves will get the inbound. Coach F is going to bring Town in. Senior Darren Town, who started out with a pretty good game. Going to be able to lay a little lumber on 31 down there with Darren in there.
That high screen.
Oh, Johnson! Whoa! He's going to get himself a trip to the free throw line.
He has not been bashful tonight.
Oh,
Outside shot or the drive. He makes things happen.
he's driving on the baseline and sticks his arm out like Mr. Gadget to flip it up, but didn't have to go in because he got the whistle.
And a lot of those plays, Berry's been on that weak side. If he misses it, then right back up.
2:24.
To Berry, you release there, release now. So get that hand straight up in the air. Snap the wrist, straight up in the air.
And Town with a big board for the Trojans.
There's some nerves taken over on that particular one.
2:15 left to go in overtime, first overtime. Olympic down by 4, 51-55.
Good ball movement.
Oh, good into Town. And Town will get the trip to the free throw line. Now that one was, he got him on the elbow, I'll say. There's another place at slow-mo replay.
That wasn't bad, though. I mean, that wasn't bad.
It wasn't a bad foul, but it was a great move by Town.
Yeah. And a good job by Olympic. They knew what they wanted to do, and they reversed the ball and got it to the low block on the weak side.
Number 1 true for Darren.
McConaughey had 14 blocks on this season, so it's not something unusual for him.
Oh, second one.
Wow, nice job.
2-point lead now for Sequim. 55-53, 2 minutes to go.
Love the electricity in this building.
Oh, man. Penza almost made another miraculous shot.
That was
At Penza with
Good
13
looking
points, so he's one of these senior leaders out there.
Into the corner. Back to Penza. And he'll go to the paint. Beautiful block by Town.
And the
Sequim will get it,
crowd
but they
goes
still have
wild.
16 seconds.
This has been a significant substitution when Town came into the ball game. Couple blocked shots, made free throws.
Oh, they get it into McConaughey outside the three-point line. Johnson takes the jumper, another block. And Town!
Town with a rebound.
Minute 18 to go. Olympic still down by 2. And again, they're going to work some clock. They're going to get people where they want them.
Well, they got Town on the block again. Let's see if they'll be.
Who wants it?
Yeah. If they've got a. There we go.
13
Running.
seconds on the shot clock. 10. McGinnis will elevate. Shot top, and Johnson with the board for the Wolves. Barry will take the jumper, short. Oh my goodness.
Good hustle plays out there.
And
wow.
they're going to say that Sequim will maintain the possession.
Yeah, there was, I believe, a foul on the outside there.
I think it was just out of bounds.
Just out of bounds,
Yes,
okay.
out of bounds.
Yeah, quick inbound.
Caught Olympic by surprise.
That sure did. 32 seconds on the game clock. The Olympic with it, but they're still down by 2. And Coach Huff will take the timeout once they get across that half-court line. 28.1 on the game clock, 28 on the shot clock.
Oh, I'll tell you. Great ball game. I like that substitution. Coach Huff did a nice job. It was about 2:10 left, and he had Johnson come out and Town come in.
And Town has just done a great job the last few minutes.
He did it on both ends. He was a factor then on the block. Went to the foul line a couple times. Blocked a few shots and some big rebounds.
Well, you know, and that last shot by Barry, as good as he's played tonight, I think he shot way too quick. That one needed to come back out. I can't blame him. You have your open shot, you're hot, you're going to give your team a 4-point lead, but instead it got back to Olympic. So what an interesting development here.
55 for the Sequim Wolves, 53 for the Olympic High Trojans, but the Trojans will be bringing the ball in with 28 seconds left to go.
All right.
Now this one, I would have liked to have had that microphone in that to hear what Coach Huff was telling them he wanted to see out there.
Okay, let's see the approach here.
T.J. Mosley.
There he goes.
Town out front, inside to Seton. He'll kick it back out. 17 seconds. Shots off, and Barry with the board, and he will get fouled. He will get a trip to the free throw line.
And Mosley is gone. Yep. It was a smart foul, though. He had to. Somebody had to.
Yeah, that's going to give Barry, though, 2 shots now because of the 10 fouls committed by the Olympic Trojans.
And 2 things. We'll watch Barry on this foul shot. The last couple of his shots have been flat. And we'll see if he gets better arc on the ball because he's got a great touch. But that was significant defense by Sequim. I know Olympic wanted to go inside, and they were denied. Had to settle from the outside.
Number 1 is good. It's a 3-point lead now.
Barry back to form. He missed one earlier, but he's the one who told his teammate, you got to have the flick of the wrist, and he's thinking about it himself.
Number 2 is good. It's a 4-point lead. Sequim calls the timeout with 12.8 seconds. Now, this is one that there's not much you can draw up in the huddle.
You know, I think that was significant for Barry to make those. Because, Kitty, your point was right. That was a poor decision on the shot that he had taken. But going the foul line now and making this 2 now, it's redeemed it, and he's right back in there giving his team a good lead here.
He suddenly has 18 points.
Yes.
It's just amazing how these guys get the points that you expect from them absolutely every night.
Barry's one of those you call a quiet scorer. Boy, coming from all over, but you don't realize it all the time.
And he only had 3 in the first half.
That is correct, yes. And as you said, he was getting assists all over the place. I don't think they go down that way, but when you're... you got the putback.
Get the putbacks.
Great positioning. There's some boxing out that isn't happening. Sequim able to do this without Glasser actually suiting up, so this is nice to see for him. Oh, Lobber back in. Whoa.
Wait a second. Yeah, they're going to say let him play.
I don't know what that was all about.
Inadvertent buzzer. Getting us his shots off, but he gets it back. And he counted! And he'll go to the free throw line.
That puts him at 11 points.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they just did not stop play when that buzzer went off and restart.
And reset. Absolutely too.
Okay, timeout, Sequim, 1.4 seconds. And I think Coach She said the same thing down there. So you've got a man up at the free throw line who has one free throw coming up, but you're down by 2.
Yeah.
With 1.4 seconds on the clock, I think they're going to have to try to do that deliberate miss.
I know.
That is the one where you aim at the front of the basket. You want to hit the rim. You want it to come right back to you, and the back might just win it or tie it in this case.
1.4 seconds left to go. This has been quite the high school basketball game.
Excellent ball game tonight.
Sure has been.
Fun ball game to watch. Coaching's gone on tonight. Some real good execution by both teams.
Students are into it.
There is not an earthquake. You're just having the dance going on the same side as our camera.
And here we go with 1.4 seconds. And Olympic up at the free throw line.
They're just liking to ring that bell.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, one shot now from Caleb.
Got to box that shooter.
And it's off. Olympic's got it. Towns had would have been an extremely tough shot, but at least they did the way they had probably set it up. Shot off town with the board. But man, the Sequim Wolves coming back big time now, second half.
I'm sorry to see a team lose, Doc. I am.
I am.
Both squads played so well tonight.
I wouldn't have minded to go to 2 OTs, Kitty.
Well, because you're not running camera.
Yeah,
I don't blame you one bit. That's the hard work. You know, this is going to be for both of these teams. They were missing starters. They learned how to play with that. They played really tough. It was a great game. If they remain somewhere in that 2-3 spot, they're going to be fine for the postseason.
I agree. And we get a whole list of things you could go both sides of players who just did their roles at times so well. Just congratulations to both clubs. Too bad they couldn't both come away as winners.
Well, fun ball game tonight. And these last few weeks of the regular season, we'd urge you to go on down and watch these games live, and then you go watch them later on replay of BKAT.
Maybe we'll catch you on camera.
Well, we've got Spencer Anderson doing the camera and streaming it. We want to thank the KidsOutSun.com for streaming it live. And, you know, we had Drew Clark's mom come up to us at the Kingston game saying, Grandpa in Illinois got to see the game because of that stream that the Sun made possible. Well, I'm Dr. Kitty Campagna, one camera, one microphone. And John, great to have you here on that. Boy, this is a good one to come to and watch.
Absolutely. Outstanding.
Yeah, I'm the doctor, Doc Barr for West Sound TV, saying stay tuned. We will. I'll see you soon.